Put up. Put a 50 round on that Glock. Put a when you driving the top. I put your button there, I can't stop.
What's good with you guys, man? I'm back with another YouTube video today. And I just stumbled across this video like while I was just on YouTube regularly. And I didn't want to watch it like alone. So I was like, might as well make a video. This is called The Case of Dylan Redwine. Well, the Dylan Redwine story. I remember seeing something about this like a while ago, but I don't remember exactly what happened. Because y'all know me, I'm not about to react to anything that I've watched already, because that just defeats the whole purpose of a reaction. So, yeah. Without further ado, let's get into this.
13-year-old Dylan Redwine was last seen on November 18th, 2000.
Oh, and by the way, if you guys are liking these documentary style videos, let me know, because usually I do like court, like Judge Joe Brown, paternity court, whatever, Maury, Jerry Springer, whatever. But if you guys like these type of videos with like the documentaries, the true crime type stuff, let me know. I will definitely keep doing them. Low key, this might be my favorite style of video that I do. So if you guys want to keep seeing them, let me know. Like the video. That's how I can know like how you guys are enjoying these. And now let's really get into this video.
12, during a visit to his father's house in Vallecito, Colorado for the Thanksgiving holiday. Dylan's father, Mark Redwine, claims that Dylan went to sleep around 9 p.m. on the night of the 18th, and that his son was still at the house at 7:30 a.m. when Mark left to do some errands that morning. After returning home at 11:30 a.m., Redwine noticed his son was gone, but assumed he had left to visit one of his friends. Redwine then claimed he took a nap and started looking for Dylan around 2:33 p.m. before alerting police about his missing child. Months later, Dylan's parents would accuse each other of being involved with the disappearance of their son during an interview on the...
Ain't no way that they were on Dr. Phil. This is a serious matter. I thought Dr. Phil was fake. I'm pretty sure Dr. Phil is fake. But why are they on Dr. Phil? Like, this is a serious matter. Like, this is like life and death, quite literally. So, like, what are y'all doing on Dr. Phil?
Dr. Phil show. In that interview, Mark Redwine mentions that Nickelodeon was on the television when he returned home that morning, and that he didn't notice all of his son's possessions were missing, including Dylan's fishing pole. In response, Dylan's mother, Elaine Hall, claims Dylan watched MTV and not Nickelodeon. She also claims that Dylan had no interest in fishing and didn't even know how to string up the line for his fishing pole. She then went on to say that her ex-husband didn't know his son well enough to make up a believable story. When questioned why the two weren't setting their differences aside to focus on the search for their son, Elaine Hall claims that Mark Redwine's only contact with her was a text message telling her Dylan was missing. She then tried to call and text Redwine in response, but couldn't because he had blocked her number. Redwine claims he did call his ex-wife and was met with accusations suggesting he had something to do with the disappearance. He then stated that his wife never tried to call him. Both Elaine and Dylan's older brother, Corey, claim that Mark Redwine made no attempts to help search for Dylan and never attended any events to raise funds and awareness for the missing teen. Later in the episode, Dr. Phil questions Redwine about the results of a polygraph test he had taken, and Redwine states that he failed one polygraph and that a second test came up as inconclusive. In another segment, Redwine is asked to take a polygraph on the show. He agreed, but wanted to take the...
Dude, these people that do these crimes are so stupid. If you know in your heart that you're guilty and you trying to make other people think that you're not, why would you go on Dr. Phil and take a lie detector test? Like, make it make sense, bro. Like, what are you doing?
The following day because he felt
once again, I'm glad that these guys are stupid, because if they were smart, they'd get away with these things. So thank you.
At the time. The next day, the polygraph was canceled 20 minutes into the hour-and-a-half-long process after Redwine was asked if he felt well enough to take the test, to which he responded, no. He then stated that the reason he didn't feel well was because he only got 3 hours of sleep and drank half a bottle of Jim Beam the previous night.
You want to know why he only got 3 hours of sleep? Because he was nervous and he knew he was going to fail this test. That's why he stayed up all night.
On June 27, 2013, it was announced that Dylan Redwine's remains were discovered near Middle Mountain Road, 8 miles from Mark Redwine's home. They did not find Dylan's skull. Shortly after the teen's body was discovered, Redwine made comments to one of Dylan's brothers, stating that investigators would have to find the rest of the body, including the skull, before they could determine what had happened to the boy. On November 1st, 2015, Dylan's skull was found 1.5 miles distance from where the other remains were found. Investigators say they found signs of blunt force trauma and marks similar to those made by a knife and not wildlife or some other natural occurrence. They also don't believe an animal managed to carry the boy's body 8 miles away, and instead concluded that the body and skull must have been moved and placed by a human. Multiple people claim Redwine.
What was the point? This sounds so fucked up to even be talking about, but why would you take his skull? Like, what significance does the skull have? Like, I get obviously like teeth and stuff like that, but what was the point of this weirdo doing that? Like, I don't understand.
Has a short temper and a long history of violence. Ex-wife Betsy Horvath told investigators that Redwine was abusive during their 6-year marriage, and once said if he ever had to hide a body, he'd put it in the mountains. She also claims that Mark repeatedly violated a custody agreement and told her he would kill the kids before he let her have them. According to Elaine Hall, Redwine wasn't just fighting her for custody of their children, he wanted half of everything, including 1 shoe from every pair of shoes she owned. Before Dylan's court-ordered visit to stay with his father in November of 2012, the 13-year-old stood before a judge and stated that he did not feel comfortable around his father for various reasons. Dylan claimed that his father would always get angry and speak poorly of his mother and brother during his visits. He also said that he felt uncomfortable after finding bizarre photos of his father dressed in women's clothing while wearing makeup and a diaper.
Bro, you know you gotta be a weirdo for a 13-year-old. Well, I can't even say that because 13-year-olds are pretty smart. Shit, I was 13 2 years ago. So, bro, what are you doing? I'm not judging you. No, fuck that. I'm not judging those type of people. But I am judging you, nigga, because you a murderer. You a murderer. Okay? And not only are you a murderer, you're a murderer of a 13-year-old. Well, I guess he was 13 when he was in court. I don't know how old he was. But you murdered your own son, bro. Like, you are sick. Like, I seen a comment on the Chris Watts series that I just did recently. If you guys haven't watched that, go check it out. But it wasn't on my video. It was on the original video. And it said this guy killed people. I mean, who he killed what most people kill for. Like, how can you kill your children, bro? Most people would kill for their children. You killing your children. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, I will never understand these people, man. Never will.
Another photo apparently showed Redwine eating feces from the diaper. Dylan's older brother Corey claims to have seen the disturbing pictures and believes their father killed Dylan after being confronted by the teen. I think Dylan had a lot more than just pictures that he wanted to get across to Mark, said Corey. He's just a sick person, but he's fully aware of his actions, and he's fine with being that person. In the months leading up to Dylan's disappearance, the teen had conversations with multiple people about his father's strange behavior and the photos they had discovered. Dylan was very vocal about his dislike for his father and made many statements about not wanting to visit or associate with him. On the night of November 18th...
Well, I feel like, bro, if I don't give a damn about no court, if the kid says, like, yeah, I don't want to go over my dad's house, then he shouldn't have to go over his dad's house. I don't care what rights the dad has. If the kid isn't comfortable being around the dad, then he shouldn't have to be there. Like what is this? Like, this should be point blank easy. Like,
2012, Dylan made plans to meet with a friend at 6:30 a.m. the next morning. When Dylan did not show up or contact the friend, they sent a text asking, "Where are you?" But they never got a response. 9:37 p.m. on the 18th of November 2012 is the last time Dylan sent out a message. During the investigation, Dylan's blood was found on a love seat in Mark Redwine's living room. They also found blood consistent with Dylan's on the couch, the corner of a coffee table, and under a rug in the same living room. Redwine's home was damaged by a fire and had to be remodeled in March 2012. According to Redwine, Dylan had not suffered any injuries in the home after it was repaired. Cadaver dogs were sent in and responded to smells found in Redwine's truck, the living room, the washing machine, and the clothes he was wearing when Dylan went missing. On July 22, 2017, Mark Redwine was arrested and charged with second-degree murder and child abuse resulting in death. Each charge carries a maximum sentence of 48 years. Redwine is scheduled to face trial in September of 2019.
Okay, man, that's the end of the video. It said he's set to face trial in 2019. Obviously, we're in 2021 right now. I am going to do some research, and I'm going to see, like, what happened, how long did he get sentenced to. But first and foremost, before I end this video, I want to say RIP to Dylan Redwine. He was just a kid. He did not deserve what happened to him. Yes, rest in peace to Dylan Redwine, man. He seemed like he was a good kid. And even if he wasn't a good kid, he didn't deserve that at all. I like these videos a lot, man. 6-minute video. Obviously, this video isn't gonna be 6 minutes, but it just feel like these quick videos. I like them. I like them a lot. You know, it just seems like something you could just chill to. And plus, I've been just dropping like 20-minute videos, 40-minute videos left and right. So it feels good just to relax with a video like this. Once again, man, if you guys would like me to keep on doing videos like this, let me know by leaving a like or a comment or both. And I will definitely keep these up. And I love you guys, and I will see you guys soon, man. Peace.